Well, because it's been such a long time since I've posted any meaningful videos on the European extravaganza I have at the house there on the Vancouver Island, the Nodarperformance on the Island Division. I thought I'd do a little update of what's actually going on, why I'm not doing videos about these wondrous cars, as of recent. Why is that broken? I'll explain all that. Why aren't I driving that? Well, I don't really have an excuse for that other than that's in the way. Anyway, so one of the main reasons I haven't been really working on cars and stuff over the last, few months is that I've actually been, as you can see, kind of give it away. I've been turning my garage back into a garage. So let's go have a quick look at what I've been doing for the last few months. Bit of a construction zone out here, but getting pretty stoked about it. So, as you can see, the garage has now been converted back into a garage. So when I purchased the house, the garage had been separated into 3 separate rooms. The garage is 26 feet by 17 feet. And there was 3 separate rooms. There was a bit of a sewing room in here, and then there's kind of like a storage closet kind of area in here, and then like the back third, or I should say the front third of the garage was actually just like a shop space. So anyway, I have now renovated the entire garage. I've stripped it right down to the bones, and I've rewired everything right from scratch. I've got a 100 amp panel that I've put in, as well as 220 volt welding plugs and receptacles absolutely everywhere. They're all wired with 2 circuits per plug to prevent me from ever blowing any circuit breakers. I have also installed a skookum as hell ventilation system. The thing moves like 1,000 cubic feet a minute of air. And so that's the access hole that I have for it. And then there's an 8-inch duct, and that all just gets spat out into the soffit, so that way I can be welding and doing things. And I could even probably, with that much flow, I could probably even run a car in here without any ill effects. But yeah, so I've taken the entire garage right down to the bones. I've completely rewired it right from scratch. I've now insulated the ceiling and done the drywall. And so at this point, I'm going to be buying the last of the insulation for the walls, 2x6 walls, packing that all in, doing the vapor barrier, and then I'm going to be doing drywall from the top down to about 4 feet, and then the bottom 4 feet, I'm probably going to use like a hardy board type material, so that way I'm able to wash the floors in here without any worry of water infiltration. So I'm going to be sealing the whole floors, all the floors up with the hardy board, so that there's no moisture infiltration. So yeah, that's sort of what I've been doing over here for the last several months. I've also, of course, wired for 220 volt heater. With all the insulation in here, it's going to be pretty nice and warm in the winter. That is an insulated door that we've got installed there. And I will be actually adding some more trim on there as well. So this place is going to be nice and toasty. I have wired lights in here like insane. So within this garage space, there are 16 lights. And I'm planning on putting ridiculously bright lights. And there's a couple different circuits for lights, so I can turn certain ones off and on, of course, as I will. Yeah, other than that, not too much more else, other than once the garage is all done, I'm gonna have to figure out what my workbench situation is gonna be like. This obviously is a workbench for now. It's definitely not gonna stay, but we'll figure that situation out when we cross that road. I've already got some cabinets and stuff sort of ready to go for storage, and I'm probably gonna put nobody's seen this yet, but I've got a giant Saab dealership sign that's probably going to go there. So yeah, there's a few plans. Like I said, stripped it right down, built the garage the way garage should have been in the first place. And moving out here, you'll note the situation that I have. Of course, that this detached garage doesn't have a way to get cars in it. So that situation is going to be dealt with for now by just driving through the garden. It is what it is. But I will be slowly doing work outside here to strip the lawn off, and I'll be forming it a driveway. I'm just going to connect it to the original driveway. We'll just continue it down to the garage. So, oh yeah, I've got this light on here installed too now. It's so insanely bright that it almost is too bright, if there ever was an explanation. So yeah, definitely a lot of work done. I've added lights on the outside of the garage. I've added lights on the side of the garage. Tons and tons of work. So not a heck of a lot of car stuff going on. But stay tuned, there will be very, very soon when I get there.